Chapter 50. As Adelmo stepped onto the grounds of his grandfather's estate, a sense of familiarity washed over him. The old mansion stood tall and imposing, its darkened windows hiding secrets within. With each step towards the front door, Adelmo's heart quickened, anticipation mingling with trepidation. He pushed open the heavy wooden door and entered the dimly lit hallway, the scent of aged wood and mystery filling his nostrils. In the living room, his grandfather sat on a worn-out couch, his figure shrouded in shadows. The room seemed frozen in time, with antique furniture and faded photographs adorning the walls. Adelmo approached his grandfather cautiously, his voice filled with a mix of respect and curiosity. "Hello, grandfather," he greeted, his words hanging in the air like a delicate thread. "I'm certain you are aware of my whereabouts last night." His grandfather's response was cryptic, his voice carrying a hint of knowing. "I could sense the path you treaded, my dear Adelmo. But tell me, did you uncover anything new?" Adelmo's eyes widened as he recounted his adventures, his voice laced with intrigue. "I ventured to the very place where Dracula was laid to rest. Can you believe it, grandfather? A distant relative has resurrected him, breathing life into the ancient legend." His grandfather nodded knowingly, his eyes glinting with ancient wisdom. "Indeed, I am aware. However, encounters with Dracula are rare, if they occur at all." Adelmo continued, his voice filled with a mix of excitement and uncertainty. "After that, I sought out the detective who investigated the plane incident. They remained perplexed, unable to unravel the truth." A knowing smile played on his grandfather's lips as he replied, "We both know the reality of what transpired on that ill-fated flight. But alas, the world would never believe it. The detective, however, possesses knowledge of our family and its enigmatic history. It seems we are not entirely unknown in these parts." Adelmo's grandfather responded with a cryptic tone, his voice filled with ancient wisdom. "Throughout the ages, our existence has remained hidden, known only to a select few. We have dedicated ourselves to protecting humanity from the unimaginable horrors that lurk in the shadows, the things that defy belief. Our purpose is to safeguard those who cannot comprehend the darkness that surrounds them." Adelmo nodded, his eyes filled with a mixture of curiosity and apprehension. "I understand, grandfather. That's why I returned to Dracula's castle, to uncover the truth and face the unknown. But I was fortunate. Nothing grave occurred during my visit." His grandfather's eyes twinkled with a knowing glint. "I had a feeling you would return there, my dear Adelmo. And since you stand before me unharmed, I can rest assured that fate has been kind to you." Adelmo's voice trembled slightly as he continued, recounting his eerie encounter. "However, I did witness strange occurrences, grandfather. I saw Dracula himself, a figure of legend and terror. But that wasn't all. I also caught sight of our neighbor, someone I had never suspected to be involved in such dark affairs. It's possible that they were the one who lured me into that room the previous night." His hand instinctively went to the back of his head, where a dull ache still lingered. "I was struck on the head, grandfather, though I cannot fathom why. It felt as if someone had used a wooden board as a weapon. The motive behind this attack eludes me." Adelmo's voice trailed off, his mind filled with confusion and unanswered questions. "There is something more, something I cannot comprehend. It feels as if a veil of mystery has descended upon me, shrouding my understanding. I am determined to unravel this enigma, to discover the truth that lies hidden in the shadows." Adelmo's mind was clouded with uncertainty as he grappled with a vivid vision that had consumed his thoughts. The image of the waitress, whom he had encountered just yesterday, being led into a mysterious ceremonial room, haunted him. The mere thought of her transformation into a vampire sent shivers down his spine. What perplexed him the most was the stark contrast between her appearance yesterday and the impending fate he had witnessed in his vision. She had seemed perfectly normal, her smile radiating warmth and kindness. How could such a drastic change be lurking in her future, seeking solace and guidance? Adelmo turned to his wise and experienced grandfather, hoping to find answers to the enigma that plagued his mind. With a furrowed brow, he posed the question that had been gnawing at his soul. Could this vision be a glimpse into the future, a premonition of events yet to unfold? His grandfather, a man of few words, pondered the question for a moment before responding. "Perhaps," he murmured, his voice laced with uncertainty. "But never before has anyone in our family possessed such a gift." Adelmo's heart skipped a beat as he absorbed his grandfather's words. If his vision indeed held the key to the future, then he would be the harbinger of a unique ability within their lineage. The thought both thrilled and unnerved him. To possess a power that no one else in his family had ever possessed was both exhilarating and daunting. As he contemplated the implications, a sense of curiosity and anticipation welled up within him. The unknown lay before him, a path uncharted and filled with mysteries waiting to be unraveled. Adelmo couldn't help but wonder what other secrets his newfound ability might reveal and how it would shape his destiny. Adelmo was filled with a sense of urgency as he made up his mind to return to the vibrant city of New Orleans. Although he was aware that there was still so much more for him to discover, he couldn't shake off the feeling that he needed to ensure everything was running smoothly back at home. Moreover, he was eager to catch up with his friend Nick and find out if any new developments had emerged regarding the perplexing cases they had been investigating together. Adelmo's grandfather had always anticipated this day would come, and he wanted to equip his grandson with the necessary knowledge to face the challenges that lay ahead. With this in mind, he presented Adelmo with a collection of books that would not only shed light on the mysteries he was up against, but also prepare him for the future.